This is a weird photo job. You know, this is way out in the mountains, and I would love to have the amount of time I need to really do a high-end style of photography on this, but practically here, the light is fading. So now it's just kind of a rush. Just get something that is passable, right? I gotta move furniture out of the way. I gotta hide stuff. Then, you know, when I take these photos, I'll have to pay a service to do some virtual staging for me. Let's just try to get this thing. See, I already moved these chairs, but now from that angle, we're gonna see the chairs again. Of course, you know, out here in the middle of nowhere, I'm packing my pistol with me, and wouldn't you know it, I forgot to wear a belt. So now my stupid holster is sagging down. This is a big property, man. This is 3 buildings. This is the 2-story house here. We'll go down to the basement before long. Then there are 2 other buildings. It was owned by someone who is obviously doing well. The person who owns this property, I've been told, owns at least 3 other properties around the US, not just in this area. I tell you what, that person didn't have to worry about saving up to buy a Super Mac computer. Let me tell you, man, that took me, how long did it take me to save up for that thing? I worked my butt off. Look at this. See, I'm not gonna bother to move this stuff, this chair, no. We're gonna move these chairs because I had to move them out of the dining room before, but move them all in here. How could someone who's wealthy enough to get these properties, how come they buy such crappy furniture? You know, if you have this really big, nice property, right? You think you have nice looking, it doesn't have to be expensive, but just nice looking furniture. But the furniture in here is like furniture I'd have in my house. You know, being a super successful guitarist and all. So that's one of the other buildings out there that I need photos of. And then there's another building, it's right back behind this one. You can't see it from here. But look at that view out there, man. That other building out there, get this. Allegedly, there's a key to open the lock. Now, I've tried all the keys that look like they would most likely open the lock in there. None of them worked. Check this out. Someone who's a mega multimillionaire, I'll get back to the key story in a second. Look at this. There's this mattress with this flannel sheet. This is something a bachelor, up-and-coming guitar player would put in their room. I don't know why a mega multi-millionaire who owns all these properties Look, this stuff. This is fine furniture. It's fine furniture in the right environment, but it doesn't fit in this environment at all. It just doesn't go with it. You gotta have stuff that's appropriate. Let's put the camera out of the way. A mattress is going in the living room. What fun. Oh, it has a box spring too. Oh, that's nice. This is why you come to this channel. Oh, let's see Toon Fart do weird crap, move furniture. All right, this is the first time I've done this extensive of furniture moving on a photo job. And to think of it, it's in a multi-millionaire's house. What on earth? Bonk that fixture. We're gonna have to do virtual staging with this room. It's loud and annoying. Got to do some outside photos here before the light fades, and I can continue with some of the inside shots. It is dead quiet. I can't hear any squirrels so far. Can't hear any crickets. I can't hear anything except for the occasional fly and the grasshopper that jumped out of my way. The breeze picks up now and then going through the trees, but that's it. I don't like that. Okay, here's something. Something that direction. It sounded like maybe a bird or something. Yeah, there it is again. This was the building I couldn't get into earlier. I have this stack of keys, a pile of keys, and I tried all the keys that looked like they would fit in there. And there's a stack of 6 garage door openers. None of them work. Alright. Look how steep that driveway is. Imagine that in the winter. This place is covered in ice and snow. Probably not going anywhere in the winter around here. Weird place, huh? Yeah, here's the second story of that. The bigger of the 2 outbuildings here. I wonder what people are thinking of building or doing. I took pictures of one property where a guy had an airplane hangar. He had built this gigantic airplane hangar, and meanwhile his family had to sleep in this kind of like little apartment building while he built out his big old airplane hangar. He had 160 acres. So he had some sort of little experimental plane, and then he had that, I guess he built a runway, which is just kind of a mowed down grassy part. He never wrecked or anything that I heard of. You know, made it to, I don't know, until his kids were grown and everything, and then was selling the property. Taking photos like this, my side gig, is sure an interesting way to see how all kinds of people live. Some people, like this person, you know, wealthy, but he's living in kind of a crappy ambience, you know, ambiance, right? Oh, stupid French, wherever that comes from, but what you have around you matters. As far as, you know, your lighting affects people big time. Lighting and colors and the style of furniture can affect people's psychology. A lot of these people, I think, man, you messed up in the head if this is a reflection of your psychology. Back to moving furniture out of here. This is the lower level of that big normal house thing. Here's something I don't understand. So you're wealthy, right? And this, you got your, look at this room. What? Huh, all right. Oh, there I am in the mirror. But this, nothing about this shows the ability of anyone to decorate, in my opinion. Am I wrong? Do you guys think this is, I mean, of course it's, you know, it's livable. Lots of things are livable. You can buy a tent from Walmart and live in that. Come on, a multimillionaire, give me a break. What was he doing? I have tried this entire wad of keys. All of them, any that would fit. And I can get this one, but this top one, that old ghetto thing, it says Defiant on there. I can't get into that one. And that stack of 6 garage door openers does nothing for this or that garage door. And the crickets are loud out here, so I don't think there's anything weird around. I'm gonna lock up. While I'm driving on the way home, it's always a game of smack the mosquito that is against the windshield. Usually there are several of them in here. I just have to wait until they present themselves. They're always still alive in the morning too, the ones I missed. That's fun.